The 10 is Dave Knight. Gary Knight in the 8. Rick Payne Jr. in the 29. Here we come. Through the gears. Brio takes him down off turn 2. Bachelor goes second. On the outside, Coulson battles for third with Goodenough as they come into turn 4. Goodenough down to the inside. Goodenough whips inside, holding the line on the outside. Coulson pulls away by Carling. Well, on the outside, it'll be Raymond trying for the 5th spot. He's got 5th. Up front, the leader is the 21 of Rio, 9 Bachelor, 37 Coulson. The battle for 4th now. Goodenough in the 1. Raymond in the 62, and he's got it at the line. Raymond up to 4th. Goodenough back to 5th. Free is 6th, then Drug. Grasso, Knight, and Payne. Land Rio with a strong lead as they go on to the halfway mark. This time by Rio, Bachelor, Coulson, then a little bobble by Coulson. Here comes Raymond. Roger Raymond down to the inside. Can he hold that line off the corner? Raymond and Coulson for 3rd now. Raymond and Coulson for 3rd. And Raymond has got the 3rd spot. It's Brio up front. Bachelor, Raymond, Coulson. Goodenough and Bree battle for 5th. Bree's got him. And Billy Bree moves into 5th with 2 laps to go now. It's Brio, Bachelor, Raymond, Coulson, then Bree, Goodenough, and Drug. Grasso, Knight, and Payne. Gary Knight spins on the backstretch trying to get a yellow, and he doesn't get it. 1 lap to go. Roger Raymond closing in on Mike Bachelor. Will he catch him before the race is over? Here's the checkered flag. Brio, Bachelor, Raymond, Coulson, Bree, Goodenough, and Drug. Then Grasso, Knight, Payne, and down the lap, Gary Knight in the 8. Collinson's Ford, Monkey Karen. And in the 16, newcomer, Brennan Fuller in Enfield, Connecticut, in the Dirty McDuff's Camaro. Here they come. Percy and Marquis go to the front. Around goes Beckwith all the way, 180 degrees, and keeps it smoking. It'll be Hersey, Marquis, Boniface, Patnose, Blackmore, Karen up the outside, racing with Schofield, then Bachelor, Fuller, and Beckwith. Marquis getting a little pressure from Jim Boniface. On top, it's Hersey. Karen working the outside, moves up to 5th on the outside of Blackmore. Hersey trying to stay out there. Boniface putting a lot of pressure on Marquis, trying to find a weak spot. Can't quite get him underneath. Caution on the track as Bennett Fuller spins. Bennett Fuller spins out the 16X. Holding him back. Now he gets right there. Goes with Marquis. Marquis on it a little bit harder. They come to the line. Marquis. Marquis grabs the lead on that restart. Boniface not quite able to move up. Now he's underneath Patnode. Halfway. Todd Patnode trying to hold his line. Boniface right there side by side with him. Marquis your leader. Hersey goes second. Boniface battling for 3rd with Patnode. And Patnode uses the outside lane to hold on to 3rd. Boniface handles a little bit better down inside too. Patnode doing battle, holding his own. following that car now, trying to catch the leaders. Right flag out. It'll be Marquis, Hersey, Padno, Boniface, and Karen. Boniface trying to get enough fight to get into that third spot. They come down to the corner. It'll be a checkered flag for Jerry Marquis. Boniface picks off third. Karen fifth. Then it's Batchelor 6, Blackmore 7th. 8th is Schofield and Beckwith 5. From Granby, Connecticut in the 75, it's Danny Grasso. Fill out the field, the 77, Bruce Batchelor. 6, Bill Bree. The 60 by Jeff Beckwith. 10 is Dave Knight. 8 is Gary Knight. Then the rest of the field as they come down to take the green to start tonight's 35 lapper. Up front in the 13, it's Hersey, Padno, Raymond, followed by Colson. Colson coming back, Karen coming up the outside along with Marquis. They round and dice as they come through the corners. Goodenough trying to get underneath Marquis to get those 2 points back. The sleet pours down the track. Bill Bree in trouble in the 6X. It's still Hersey on top with Padno, Raymond, and Colson. Batchelor. Look out, trouble, Funky Karen. Makes contact with Jerry Marquis and brings out the caution on lap 5. Whoa, I didn't see quite what happened, but Karen's hood flew up. Marquis going into pits for a tire. Karen's going to have to go into the pits for a tire. Boy, what a break for Rob Goodenough. Marquis 2 points ahead of him in the championship. Marquis was right behind Rob Goodenough, and Dick may have fallen one more spot behind. They're coming from the back of the pack, and they're coming hard. Hersey gets the jump. Raymond slips underneath. Padno. A lot of thumping and bumping going on. Look out. Your leader's going to be Hersey. Russ Hersey, hoping to become the second rookie to get his first win. Roger Raymond there with him. Brio moves into third. Padno's fourth. Batchelor moves up, fighting for fifth. Colson's back to sixth, and it's Drug seventh. Now, Goodenough eighth. Boniface ninth. Goodenough trying to find some racing room on the outside. Marquis way back there. Here comes the pressure on Hersey. Raymond is there. Brio is there. Rob Goodenough works the outside, trying to move up. Karen's working the outside, trying to find his way through traffic. Meanwhile, we come down to lap 9 with Hersey fighting for the lead with Raymond and Brio. Karen takes it 3 wide, trying to move up, and he does it. Hersey, Raymond, here's Batchelor for third. Padno fifth. Colson sixth. Seventh is Strong. Eighth is Boniface. Ninth is Batchelor. 10th is Goodenough. Then it's Blacketer, Karen. Blackmore, Karen, Knight, Bree, and Marquis. Whoa, look out. Bill Bree comes through the corner, almost took out the rest of the field. The freight train off turn 4 with Hersey at the engine. Oh, no! Goodenough is in the wall. Punky Karen caught him, and his right front is all ripped up. Rob Goodenough trying to squeeze in between the wall and another car, and he got creamed. The right side is ripped up, the left side is ripped up. Punky Karen's tire is rolling into the infield. Karen trying to avoid that, coming up through traffic. Lights out. No Rob Goodenough. Here they come, looking for green. Hersey and Raymond. Raymond is there. Hersey gets full. Caution comes out. We lost the 29 on the backstretch. Rick Payne in the 29 goes flying to the infield off the backstretch and brings out the caution. He's getting the go-ahead as he comes up the line. Here comes Karen, and here comes the green. And he's got a full head of steam as he catches the back of the pack. Hersey holding on to the top spot. Here comes the pressure. Look out on the backstretch. We've got 3 or 4 of them piled up. We've lost a 6. An engine has come unglued. No one's paying attention to the caution flag. Fire underneath the hood, or steam, I say that was. And let's see who it is. Boniface, radiator went. You've got Blackmore up against the wall, and you also had collected Bill Bree. Marston in the 45, then here comes Anaki, here comes the green, first one underway, here comes Davis, heads down into the corner, and Davis takes the lead with Shippey going second, Hasbrook up on the outside, Ethier with trouble, Lawrence moving up, as does Anaki. They dive down into the corner, Hasbrook holds it tight, everybody right out of the corner and all moving well. Meanwhile, Davis pulls away. Hasbrook goes second. Lawrence is moving up down the outside. He'll challenge for third as he goes around the outside of Shippey. Down into turn 3. Here comes Ethier down inside Shippey. They move him over, and Ethier moves into the spot. They shuffle the deck a little bit, and this time coming off the corner to be Ethier in the third spot. Lawrence holds hard on the outside. Davis moving up. Now here comes Marson. And Anaki, look out. Shane Shippey in contact, but everybody gets by. Hold on. Norman takes the 55 high, and the 09 gets back into gear, and he will move back into the front. Meanwhile, halfway through the race, here's Chris Davis with the lead. Hasbrook second. DeWitt Davis third. Ethier fourth. Lawrence fifth. Anaki now finds running room and cranks it up in the BMW on the outside. Marsan in the 45, and then the 304 of Shippey. The 55 of Norman and heads for the pits as Davis crosses the stripe for lap 5. Now DeWitt Davis challenges for third underneath Hasbrook, and Anaki comes out of the pack to start moving up. Chris Davis with a solid lead over DeWitt Davis, Chris Hasbrook, and Alan Anaki. Now, we have a spinner here in the front stretch. The caution comes out, and everybody will back out of it as Charlie Lawrence refires the 62. I saw it. Here's the green. Who's going to have it? DeWitt's on the gas. Comes off the banking. Gets a lead going into turn 2. It'll be DeWitt Davis, Chris Davis, Alan Anaki, Chris Hasbrook, and Scott Ethier. White flag as they come down for the final lap. Davis and Anaki, Hasbrook, Ethier, and Marsan. Then it's Lawrence, the 09, and Shane Shippey. Anaki moves into second now. The checkers are out. The winner is DeWitt Davis, Alan Anaki, Chris Davis, Chris Hasbrook, Scott Ethier, Paul Marsan, Charlie Lawrence, and then Shane Shippey and the 09 are 2 Enduro regulars, an Enduro regular, and the 57 coming up may not make it before the green comes out. He's in trouble, and here comes the 56 for Steve DeGrosier, quickly off the line, and problems in the corner as Beef Alexander gets nailed by one of the Enduro cars, trying to make it through the corner. Tough break for him. That wasn't what he'd planned on having happen today, I'm sure of that. Here we go, restart again. We haven't got any laps on the record books yet. The 56 brings him down. There's the green, and he's on the gas and out of the way quickly. This time, Kevin Clayton gets a good start, moves into second. Patnode up on the outside, trying to make a run at him as they move by an Enduro car. Fourth and fifth are Enduro cars and Jason Davis, who runs both. Problems in the 3 Connecticut. He's got a flat tire. Trying to get a yellow flag, but it won't help him any because he can't come back out anyhow. So the 3 loses a tire up front. It is DeGrosier with Kevin Clayton, Patnode. Here comes Jason Davis up the inside of the 44, which comes out of the Fiore crew, actually. Alexander now dirt tracks it off the corners. He tries to make up ground after his trouble at the start. He's a half a lap behind your leader right now. DeGrosier really hammering it. He's going to have a good run here when it comes down to feature time, a 25-lapper. Clayton second, Patnode third, Davis fourth, Alexander fifth, Flagler sixth. Over halfway as they click off, about ready to finish off their 6th lap here. Your leader again in the 56, beginning to chew up the field. 2 laps to go. DeGrosier with a solid lead. Kevin Clayton trying to run him down. So's Beef Alexander, but Alexander's run out of race. Here comes your winner. Off the turn, it'll be DeGrosier in the 56. Kevin Clayton goes second. Beef Alexander really pushing hard, gets third. Patnode fourth, Jason Davis fifth. It'll be Flagler, Davis coming up next, 6th and 7th. So a pair of Enduro cars get into the qualifying rounds. 6, 7 cars, I believe, came out of this for the feature event. 6 cars, I believe. The rest will come from the Consi. Here they come. Green is out this time. It'll be Felton and Smith going at it. Lasheray gets underneath Cody, fighting for that 4th spot, and right around him goes Pollard, so that didn't help either one of them. Volkswagen, Ford up front, Toyota, Saab, Volvo, BMW, and Pinto. And Ermark starting to make a move in the all-4, works his way up through traffic. Lasheray's not going to give him any room in the corner, but he can't hold it down, and Ermark goes underneath. And quickly is up to 5th. Up front, it's Felton and Smith fighting it out for that first spot. Here comes Pollard up underneath Norton. Norton takes it hard into the corner and takes hold on to that 3rd spot. Pollard right back after him for 3rd. Down into 2. Norton holds a low line. Pollard's got no racing room. Smith working all over the back bumper of Felton. Pollard now underneath Norton and is able to take over the 3rd spot going into turn 2. Felton, Smith, Pollard, Norton, and Ermark on top. Lasheray takes the 45 to the infield with problems. So it looks like a couple of Enduro cars may make it into this field. And maybe not. Dwayne Cody sitting there in the 6th spot right now. Looks like Cody will be the final qualifier. 1 lap to go now for Felton and Smith. 1 to go. Freddie Felton with a pretty substantial lead. All they need to do is get qualified, and it's the top 10 qualifiers draw for position anyway. Pollard 3rd, Norton 4th, Ermark 5th, and it looks like Dwayne Cody will come down to pick up the 6th qualifying position in this event. Next up, digging down into the corner, it's Roger Raymond on the outside. Hersey Babbles Ranger, it'll be Raymond with the lead. Up the inside comes Batchelor, he can't get a hold. The leader after 14 laps will be Roger Raymond. Raymond out front. Here comes Brio on the outside. Hersey down on the inside. Batchelor back to 4th. Then Patnode and Colson. Moving up out of the back of the pack. Karen and Goodenough looking for some racing room. Up high. Look out. Karen's in trouble. Lucky Karen. And trouble in the corner as Bike Fast Bruce Batchelor spins it out. And the caution is out on lap 17. Was August 7th of 92. Here they come, looking for the green. This time, Raymond again. Roger Raymond, Glenn Brio, Russ Hersey, Todd Patnode, and Mike Batchelor with Colson. Bruce Batchelor and Jerry Marquis, they ease their way off the corner. It's Raymond, Brio, Hersey, Patnode, Batchelor. Goodenough trying to get out of the back of the pack with Karen there a little bit loose and driving hard. Roger Raymond takes him to the halfway point. Spinning, look out, Karen gets nailed by Black Bear trying to dive low. It'll be a caution caused by the 29. On the gas, Brio's right with him. Here they come. Hersey trying to move back up into the 2nd spot. Can't do it. They race hard up front. Raymond with the lead. Now Goodenough finds some racing room and comes up from the back of the pack as he squeezes underneath Knight. Not quite enough room to get through. It's Raymond Brio. Hersey in trouble and everyone's going to look out. Hersey recovered and almost clipped off Batchelor. Here's Todd Patnode on the outside. He's got 3rd. Roger Raymond hanging on to complete 20 out of 15. Brio 2nd. Patnode 3rd. Hersey 4th. Marquis 5th. Batchelor 6th. Batchelor 7th. Then Colson. Look out. Gary Knight tags out of the back of Grasso and spins him out. Brio starting to inch ahead. Raymond not letting go yet. And everyone's going to play bumper tag as we have a bad start. Roger Raymond testing the nerve of Glenn Brio that time. Brio has been just a tiny bit ahead of him each time they've started. And then Roger gets started, and that's Brio's way of knowing when it's going to start and tries to stay with him. Roger, 25-year veteran, has spent a little time in Busch Grand Nationals this year, and now he's going to start it just a little bit sooner, and here they come. This time Hersey gets caught sleeping and everybody moves by him. It'll be Raymond. Brio on the bumper. Then Patnode, Marquis, Hersey, Batchelor, Knight, and Colson. Goodenough able to move up a little bit more this time, but he's got a long way to go, and not many laps left to do it in. It's Raymond on the outside. Marquis works on Patnode. Contact, Patnode and Marquis. Look out, this field scatters, and they collect everybody. Goodenough gets through it. Payne slides into Karen. The backside of Grasso's car is ripped to shreds. And they send over Patnode trying to get unhooked from the Colson car. Blackmore heads in. What a break for Rob Goodenough, who got through all of it, and Marquis gets away. 3 out of 35. Roger Raymond, Glenn Brio, Jerry Marquis, Russ Hersey, Batchelor and Bree, Goodenough and Karen, Knight and Blackmore and Boniface, and here comes Danny Grasso again. We're missing Todd Patnode's car. We're missing Mike Batchelor, who probably won't be back in. Clausen, who was involved in that, is not back in yet. They've had more than enough time to get themselves squared away for this restart. Looks like in action. Here they come, looking for the restart now. Raymond Brio and Marquis. Roger Raymond trying to hold on for the win. Jerry Marquis fighting into second spot now. Karen having problems with Blackmore back there. It'll be Raymond with the lead. Marquis and Brio with Batchelor right in the middle of it. Hersey back to 5th, Bree 6th, Goodenough 7th, Knight 8th. Then it's Boniface, Grasso, Knight, and Blackmore. Karen into the pits in the 13. Roger Raymond takes Marquis right down to the bottom of the racetrack, and he's going to try to keep him there for the rest of the race. There are 10 laps to go now, 10 to go. Raymond, Ford against Chevrolet right now. The Thunderbird and the Pontiac with a Chevy engine. Roger Raymond and Jerry Marquis, they know their way around this track very well. Let's see who's going to come out on top as the laps start to tick away. Rob Goodenough trying to move up the outside and make up some ground. No points involved, but a lot of points to prove. Here's Raymond trying to hang in there. 28 down, 7 to go. Marquis, Batchelor, Brio, Hersey, Bree and Goodenough. Goodenough trying to find some racing room. He needs to get through the traffic to get up to get into the battle here. The laps are going away. 6 left now. Russ Hersey trying to hold that 5th spot, keeping Bree behind him. Bree's had a win this year, too. Roger Raymond and Jerry Marquis with 5 laps to go now. 5 laps to go. Roger Raymond, Jerry Marquis, Bruce Batchelor Jr. now into 3rd, Glenn Brio 4th, Hersey 5th, Bree 6th, Goodenough 7th. And Bree gives Hersey a shot, opens the door for Goodenough on the outside. Now there are 3 laps to go. Raymond and Marquis, Batchelor, Brio, Hersey, Goodenough up on the outside of Hersey. Pushing hard to get around. 2 to go now. 2 laps left. Goodenough trying to get some ground to move up to the front. Gonna have a long way to go. Roger Raymond and Jerry Marquis with a white flag out, and here they are. Roger Raymond looking for the victory this time. Here he comes. Checkered flag is out, and it's Raymond, Marquis, Batchelor, Brio, and Hersey. Goodenough gets the spot, but not in time. Well, Roger Raymond is on his first victory lap since August 7th of this year. Last year, I should say. Jerry Marquis comes out, 1 down, 1 to go. And here comes Roger. Hold that flag and hold that tiger. The Stoughton Sons Ford in the victory lane for the first time in Monadnock's 1993 season. And oddly enough, for the last time. Let's give him a welcome as soon as he's unstrapped and on his way out. Enough stuff to undo there. From September 3rd, 1993, here's your winner, Roger Raymond. Roger, have you ever waited this long to win before?
No, this is about the longest, I guess, yeah.
How'd the car perform today?
I was getting loose at the end, and I was just hanging on there at the end.
You've had a kind of an up and down season, but it looks like it's wound up in a good shape.
Yeah, the last half has been pretty good, but the first half we struggled terribly.
Terribly good win for you, Roger. Congratulations, and we'll see you back in the next race.
Thank you much.
Roger Raymond, your winner today. And we'll move up the line to Jerry Marquis, who at least at this point has been crowned our 93 champion, and not quite enough.
We were going good there for a little while. As soon as the tires get hot on this car, it seems to go away a little bit.
Really? That's unusual, isn't it?
Yeah, we've had trouble since the middle of the season with it, and hopefully, a little bit better today. Hopefully, we'll be better for the next race.
And we got one more to go. Jerry Marquis finishing second, and Bruce Batchelor coming out of the woods and escaping 1 or 2 wild rides and a good third finish.
Yeah, we're real happy with it. This is our new car, and we're just trying to get it dialed in. We'll be a little bit faster for the next one.
Okay, we'll see him there. Bruce Batchelor Jr. finishing third, and we'll move on to our strictly stock qualifying. Here they come looking for the green. There it is, and off of turn number 4, it's Jeff Griswold to the line already with a nice 3 or 4 car length lead on Guyman in the T3. Here comes Powers up the inside. A little contact is made, but Turney finds a route, and he'll head up down low in turn 3. Has a little push and can't get the spot. Powers hangs on. It's Griswold still with about a 4 car length lead on Guyman. Powers having a good run, holding on to 3rd, and then Fitzgerald in the 25. Boturney in the 13. The 41 of Fitzgerald moving up nicely. He gets by Boturney. A little contact is made, and Fitzgerald is going for the number 3 spot as they head into turn 2. Off the turn they come. It's still Powers holding on. Boturney with a bit of a handling problem still in the 13. Powers slams the door on Fitzgerald, but he dives in and grabs 3rd off of turn 4. Good run. Going for the 41. It's Griswold out in front, heading into turn 3. Guyman in 2nd, having a good run. Fitzgerald up to 3rd. Al Fitzgerald is 4th. Powers gets all out of shape, loses 5th to Boturney, and here comes Zielinski in the 7X. Scott Farnsworth in the 41 Mass, also moving up, and Steve Drew in the 17 still well back in the pack. Griswold continuing to lead. Here comes that battle for 2nd off the turn. It's Fitzgerald at the line, heading into turn 1. He's got the groove and the spot. Guyman back to 3rd. Al Fitzgerald now 4th, and 5th is Boturney, car number 13. And contact on the backstretch. Drew and Powers come together. Powers slams the wall, and Guyman gets crossed up in turn 4. Yellow flag comes out as Powers sets on the backstretch with damage on the 16. Getting set to go back to green. Here comes Griswold and Fitzgerald alongside in row 1. Green is out. Off the turn they come. Griswold right there. Fitzgerald pulling in line. And here comes Boturney up the low side. Zielinski blasting off turn 2. He's looking for 3rd. White flag this time by 1 lap to go for Griswold. Fitzgerald trying to make a move as that battle for 3rd continues to heat up. On the low side, Boturney. On the high side, Zielinski. They're side by side again off turn 2. Zielinski again gets the horsepower on the backstretch going. Checkered flag is waving in the air, and it's for Jeff Griswold, car number 46. Zielinski does get third over Paterni. Rick Hamlin, the 52. Larry Bouchard, the 24. And the 08 is Tom Muka rounding out the field. Green is out, and right off the bat, Alberti and Arena get together, and there's heavy contact. Arena gets sliced and diced in turn 4. Hamlin had no place to go, nor did car number 24. And Arena with some heavy damage to car number 74, with the yellow flag coming right out. Tom Cashman lost an engine last week at Lee Speedway, so Corey lent the gears over. Green is out. Alberti, Cashman to the line. Cashman down into turn 1, has the lead. Alberti tucks in for second. Bizzaro is third, Thompson fourth, and Larry Bouchard now fifth in car number 52. To the low side for second. Bizzaro gets crossed up as he goes for the position. Larry Bouchard diving right in and taking that position. He'll look to move up to second now to the inside of Alberti. Bouchard on a roll. Regular at Riverside with the 52. Takes it high wide off of turn 4 and picks up position number 2. Now Bizzaro gets by on the low side with the 6. Almost. He's got third. The 24 dives in. Thompson back there with the 9. Muka in the 08. Hamlin in the 09 Mass. Tom Cashman looking good. He's running away with car number 18. Bouchard still second. Battle for third. The 6 and the 24 going at it. 24 gets the spot. Thompson moves up into 5th now with the 9. And then it's Muka in the 08 getting by Alberti. He'll grab 6th. Battle for second now. Bouchard getting a challenge down low. It's the 24. Everett Bingham will grab position number 2 and set his sights on a long gone Tom Cashman. But you never know. 2 laps to go. Cashman having enough. Bingham, Bouchard, Bizzaro, and Thompson. Followed by Muka and then Hamlin. White flag in the air, 1 to go for Cashman. Irving Reed gets crossed up right in front of your leader, but then gets right out of the way as soon as he can. Into turn number 3, checkered flag comes out, and here comes your winner, Tom Cashman Jr. Senior from Leverett, Mass. We're set to go to green. 8 laps, strictly stock heat number 3, and it's Jay Miller and Rosie Hall. Almeida spins on the green, and the rest of the field gets going. Almeida will pull away, and it's Miller in the lead. Rosie Hall running in second. Frank Carey dives under everybody, and he'll look to move up to third in less than a half a lap. But the 60X is able to hold on for the moment. Off the turn they come. Hall heads to the outside of Jay Miller. She's going for the lead. Miller down low, Hall up high, and Carey right behind. On the backstretch, into turn 3, it's Rosie Hall taking the lead with car number 14. To the low side comes Carey in the 3. And he's got the lead this time. Rosie in second. Here comes Pachowski as Miller gets crossed up and goes around with the 09. Miller spins it in turn 2. Unable to get refired, we have a caution.
How many laps?
Here they come, looking for the green. Carey gets the jump. Pachowski and Johnston go right with him, and there's the green. Hall now in 4th. Carey, Pachowski, and Johnston. Hall running well, the 94 and the 09 battle for 5th. Miller looking for a way around, and he grabs the 5th spot. Halfway marker is out. Carey, Pachowski, and Johnston begin to pull away from the rest of the field. Bodreau getting around the 60X. He'll move back up a spot. 2 laps to go this time. Here comes Pachowski right on the back bumper of Carey. This time it'll be white flag, 1 to go. This time Carey's got a little more breathing room. Checkered flag waving now for Frank Carey Sr., car number 3. So the strictly stock heats in the record books now. The 3, Frank Carey is your winner in the 3rd. Lawrence, Chris Lashaway in the 44, Ron Normandin and the 89. The 3 for Brian Anderson, the 304 Shippey, and the 19 of is Donnie Blanchard, and the 57 Pat Hur. Look out! Anderson takes the 3 around, almost gets it on its side. Lawrence, Lashaway, 44 and Davis, Shippey, Normandin. Then Blanchard, the 89 and Houle, and the 3 Anderson trying to play catch-up as Lawrence closes in. These are the last cars to make the field. Anderson moves over as they go by. Watch Pat Houle's car. They've tweaked it. When he comes off the turn 4, watch his left rear tire. In fact, watch him coming off the corner right there. He's transferring the weight a little differently with a front-wheel drive car. He's got 3 wheels on the ground coming off the corners. On the 44, that is the crew chief for the Ferrari team, Paul Claproot, as a matter of fact. Here's Charlie Lawrence with the lead. Chris Lashaway 2nd, Claproot 3rd, Shane Shippey 4th, Bob Davis 5th, and Ron Norman in 6th. Two to go. It's Charlie Lawrence and Chris Lashaway, Paul Claproot and Shane Shippey. And Bob Davis coming on, Shippey underneath, and Shippey has taken over the 3rd spot in the field. We got a pair of Monadnock mini stock regulars up front with 1 lap to go, Lawrence and Lashaway. Then Enduro driver Shane Shippey, another Enduro driver in Claproot and Davis running 3, 4, and 5, and a Star mini stocker running in 6th. Checkers around, and here comes Charlie Lawrence. He gets the win. Chris Lashaway picks up 2nd. It's Shippey, Claproot, and Davis. We'll see how many of them come out in the feature. I think we only took 4 to start 22 cars. 6. Alger Jr. and Glenn Brio. At the head of the field, looking for the green, and there it is. Green is out, Alger. They get into each other a little bit, but as they head into turn 1, it's Brio edging out with the 21K. Alger alongside, now falls back to 2nd. Batchelder diving to the inside with the 9. Crossley moves in with the 111. They're tight behind them. Tom Fern gets around Knight, and we'll have fifth on the line. Here comes Knight right back. Batchelder back down to the low side of Alger. Crossley might go with him, then again he might not. Gary Knight moves right up there with the 8. And he is looking to get to the inside of Alger as well. Batchelder has moved up. He's now second. Alger holding on to third. Crossley in the 111 doing a good job. Stuck in traffic, holding that fourth spot. And Knight's down low in the 8th. Behind them, Will Bree and Tom Fern side by side. Rio out in front, Batchelder catching with the 9. Now Alger getting a challenge. Here comes Knight finally getting alongside for a third with the 8. Down to the low side goes Knight on the backstretch and into turn 3. He has the third spot. Alger back to fourth. Here comes Bree. Down low with the 6X. And Bree will grab position number 4. Alger back to fifth. Here comes Daniels and Clinton Cram. Daniels in the car number 76 gets out of shape that time, and Alger regains position number 5. On the backstretch, we've got a battle for the lead heading into turn 3. Off the 4th turn, it's Batchelder blasting out with car number 9. Mike Batchelder leads. Brio is now second. Will Bree is third. Gary Knight is fourth. And Peter Daniels has moved up into fifth. Sixth spot is Clinton Cram. Then it's Alger all out of shape. He and Tom Fern get together. Fern all out of shape going into turn 3. Loses a spot. Crossley will now come in to challenge Alger. I believe they're going for the final qualifying spot. White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go. Batchelder, Brio, Bree, Knight, Daniels, and Cram is running in the last qualifying position with car number 11X. Alger 1 out, then Fern, and then Crossley in the 111. This time, checkered flag in the air, and it's for the 9 of Mike Batchelder. The 21K, Brio comes home second. Here comes Bree for third, Knight for fourth, Daniels and Cram. In the 36. Looking for the green this time, and there it is. On the gas. Into turn 1, Bennett on the low side with car number 38. Up high, it's Boniface. Bennett gets a little bit loose coming off the turn, and Boniface moves in and grabs the lead, but here comes Bennett right back on the low side. Trevor on the Brownmore car. He gets out of shape, loses a couple of spots. Grasso and Baker come together heading into turn 1. Grasso gets a little bit loose. Up front, it's Boniface. Bennett in second. Good enough. Arsenault. The 77 of Batchelder, the 62 of Raymond, inside qualifying spots. With Grasso 1 out in the 75. Brian Baker gets into him. Once again, Blackmore gets out of shape. Boniface leads. Bennett and good enough. A little battle going on for second. Bennett holding on. Arsenault with a good run in the 36. Halfway mark this time for Boniface. Boniface, Bennett, and good enough. Pulling away. Ever so slightly each lap. Bennett looking for more room underneath Boniface, so he'll try to go back for the lead with 2 laps to go. Here comes good enough, back on the back bumper of Bennett. Boniface gets a chance to pull away, he takes that chance. White flag with 1 lap to go. Bruce Batchelder looking for a way around Brad Arsenault. Arsenault all of a sudden has a problem on the backstretch, and that car stalls out. Checkered flag is in the air. It'll be a yellow checkered situation. Tough break for Arsenault. Car number 36 was running fourth.
for the green. I don't think we're going to get it this time. We'll try it again. Kenny's going to throw out the yellow. Arsenal goes into the wall. But Kenny Arsenal looks him over. Likes what he sees, gives him the green, they're off, and it's Pat Road on the low side with the 24. Todd Pat Road leads. Here comes Hershey back to the outside, and Kirk Alexander running well. The 44X now third. Comes in, almost makes contact with Pat Road. Hershey up high, they're side by side. Alexander right there in the 44X. Dave Caruso gets a bumper up on Farron Colson. They try to get around Dave Knight and Jerry Marquis. Knight on the low side along with Marquis. Colson goes by, he's got fourth. And fifth is now Caruso. At the line for the lead, they are side by side still. Hershey and Platlow. Off turn two they come, and it's Hershey blasting out into the lead. Platlow second. Kirk Alexander third, Dave Caruso diving in, waiting for fourth. Caruso down low, right on the back bumper. Alexander gets on to say that time as they get into a traffic sandwich. Wilson goes up alongside Alexander. Here comes Caruso again down low, and that gives Patno room to pull away once again. Hershey, Patno, Alexander and Wilson side by side. The heated battle is for third. Dave Caruso and Jerry Marquis right there. Jay Stewart waiting in the wings with car number 11. They get together again, this time Caruso. Make that Wilson and Alexander getting together. Alexander going for a ride right into the wall with the 44X. Back to the road right now, on the backstretch, 6 cars side by side. Hershey, Caruso, Stewart, Marquis, and Knight. Along with Burrows, green is out. Off the turn they come, it's Hershey to the line. Caruso on the high side, here comes Stewart down low with the 11, but Caruso is able to hold the second spot. Marquis up high, 2 laps to go this time. Here comes Stewart back to the low side of Caruso. Hershey holding the lead with the 13X. Jay Stewart now has second on Caruso. Right flag in Rio, 1 to go. Hershey holding on. Caruso gets out of sight. That opens the door for Marquis, and he now has the third position with the 28X. And here comes Checkers. Off turn 4. Wes Hershey for the win over Jay Stewart. Good run for second with the 11. Third, close stop. Qualifying heat goes into record books, and their winner is the 13X. Wes Hershey.
Interesting battle, 4 cars to qualify. Steve Drew and Dave Miller, green is out. It's Drew blasting out into the lead. Miller in second. The 94, the 60, they'll go side by side for the third spot. Alberti gets it. Fitzgerald comes in, contact on the 94, almost gets him around. Almeida up into the dirt with the 4. And gets it back in the right direction. Drew now with about a full straightaway lead already on Miller. Alberti is second. Fitzgerald now runs in the 4th and final qualifying spot. Coleman and the 9X looking to move up. Here comes Alberti. Inside of Miller. Alberti's got second. Fitzgerald moving up for third. Miller now 4th. He better hold on to that final qualifying position. Goes in deep. Coleman is right there with the 9X running 5th. 1 out. Here comes Arena marching up with the 74. Keep an eye on him. Drew is your leader. Fitzgerald has moved up to second. Alberti third. Coleman getting into Miller. battle for the fourth and final qualifying spot. Coleman is fifth. Arena is sixth. Here he comes to the outside with the 74. Gets up in the loose stuff, gets a little bit out of shape, and stays in sixth. Drew, Fitzgerald, Alberti, and Miller. Coleman in the 9X and Arena in the 74. Drew now beginning to lap cars. Fitzgerald really riding hard with the 25. He's looking really good in this car. Appears to be catching Drew little by little. Alberti still third. Good battle for that last qualifying spot. The white flag is in the air, 1 to go. Miller trying to hold on for dear life. Here comes Arena. Coleman in the 9X. Arena is the one to watch with the 74. He's in the lane. He's got the spot in turn 2 with the 74. Checkered flag is out. It's the 17 of Drew for the win. Fitzgerald for second. Third spot now. It'll be Alberti. Coleman gets out of shape. Arena grabs the final qualifying spot. Now Coleman comes in contact with Hemlin and goes around. Joe Arena, the 74, takes the final qualifying position. Dave Miller finishes one out with the 15.
And the 304 Shane Shippey, the 98 Bill Lambert, the 45 Chris Lashaway. Here they come! 25 laps are underway. Ronnie Smith out front looking for his 8th win of the year as he takes it down the backstretch. Lawrence splits it, brings it back. He's way behind already. Here comes the field to complete lap number 1. And your leader will be Ron Smith. Davis pulls the 17 out. Down 2, it is Smith. Hanaki in the 4, then DeWitt Davis, Fred Felton, DeGrossier, Alexander, and Pollard in the 27, followed by Clayton, Norton, Davis, and Lasher and Hasbrook, then Patnode, Ermark, and Marsan, Ethier, and Cody. Ron Smith looking for that $300 paycheck as they put a lap on the 98 of Lambert, the 62 of Lawrence, and now it gets a little congested up front. Here's Felton challenging for third. He's underneath Davis, and he's got third. It's Smith, Anaki, Felton, Davis, DeGrossier, Alexander, and Pollard, then Clayton and Norton, Davis, Hasbrook, and Ermark. Ron Smith looking to run around everybody here. 25 laps is a long way. A lot can happen. And a lot of these cars are enduro cars. They may not make it. Smith completes lap 7 now. Up front, it's Smith with the lead. Here's Felton underneath Anaki for second now. Felton looks at second. He's got it going across the stripe to complete 8 laps. 17 left in this 25-lapper. Felton trying to make a run on Ron Smith now. Looking hard at that $300 paycheck. Davis goes 4th. DeGrossier 5th. Alexander, Pollard 6th and 7th. Flagler is 8th. Shippey is 9th. Check that. They're down a lap. 8th is Clayton, 9th is Norton, and 10th is Ermark. Smith beginning to really lap the field, but Felton is closing in, so is Anaki. Clapwood pulls his car out. Here is Smith across the stripe, Felton and Anaki right behind him. Davis still 4th. Alexander 5th, Pollard 6th now, and DeGrossier's back to 7th. In the, oh, look out. Trouble as Flagler moves into Ermark, and Flagler's into the side of Norton. Ermark picks him up, hooks him on the bumper. We've got trouble in the corner, and the car that had moved from 10th to 7th is now taken out of competition briefly. That Anaki, Davis, Alexander, Pollard bring it down, looking for the green, and there it is. On the gas, Smith getting a Ford out in front, the Volkswagen closing in, the Bimmer right there behind him. And that trio hits off the corner. Felton getting up on the outside of Smith. He'll look for the outside pass. Anaki's going to work him over on the inside. It'll be a battle for second, Anaki and Felton. Anaki takes it down low. Felton's got to take it wide and loses ground on the leader. Mike Patton, sitting down inside the corner, brings out another caution as the field goes across the stripe. Davis, Pollard and Alexander with DeGrossier and Davis, and here's the green again. Anaki up the outside. Felton all over Smith's back bumper. They work him over as they come on turn 2. Pollard moves into fourth underneath Davis. It is Smith holding on. Felton into second, Anaki third. Pollard and Davis. Felton underneath Smith. He's trying to get position on the backstretch. Freddie Felton puts the bumper ahead. They run wheel into turn 3. Off turn 4, it'll be Felton on lap 16, taking over the lead. Anaki moves into second. Smith back to third. Pollard running in fourth. Davis is fifth. Smith fading a little bit. Here comes Pollard now. Down into the inside. Pollard works him over, puts the Saab down there. He's got the spot. Smith trying to recover. Can't hold on yet. Felton opening up his lead over Anaki. Pollard moves into third and Smith fourth. Davis fifth. DeGrossier sixth. Then Alexander seventh. Looking for win number 6 on the season now. Anaki trying to hold the high line, gets the BMW up in the high groove where it runs best. Next time by, there'll be 5 laps to go. To go now for Felton, Anaki, Pollard, and Smith. Davis, DeGrossier, and Alexander. Then it'll be Jason Davis, Kevin Clayton, Paul Marsan, and Chris Hasbrook. Felton got to round up and running fast. Some battling going on back in the pack as Marsan gets underneath Jason Davis. Down to 2 laps to go now, 2 to go. Fred Felton finally got her wound up and is starting to run away. Pollard putting some pressure on Anaki. The second, third, and fourth place battles are not over yet. Anaki gets up a little high. Pollard wiggles the tail, sticks the nose low, and takes over second under the white flag. It's Felton with a lead going 3 wide on turn 2, a dangerous spot. Here comes Pollard out of the cluster. Pollard trying to close in as they come down to the corner. It's going to be a wild finish. Pollard splits them up. It'll be Felton. Pollard and Smith come together. Pollard has second. It'll be Anaki in for fourth and Davis in for fifth. $50-50 tickets to draw before we're done with this victory lane. Here he is, Fred Felton. Looked like for a minute it was going to be you and Ronnie battling nose to tail, and the car took off.
I tell you what, I've been missing the setup all year long. You won't believe it, but I have. I've been running the wrong left front tire on this little car.
And that's all it took.
That's all it took. I wasn't quite as sharp on the outside, but on the bottom, right now it's excellent.
Good run, a good win, nice way to end the season.
You could win with this car easy, Dave.
Good, I'll try it next week. Let's move along real quick to Darrell Pollard, who had to work your way out of the pack a little bit, but you came off with a good second.
Yeah, I'm thrilled with our finish. I was really wondering there, starting 10th, but we came through. I think a few more laps we could have caught Freddie, but it was great. I need to thank this young lady right here for drawing me these pictures who helped me out.
Pictures do the job, right?
Yep, they sure do. And a special thanks to my dad and all our sponsors this year, Rums and Swedish Auto Parts. Everybody who helped me do this, I can't do it without them.
Good run. Darrell Pollard for third, and Ronnie Smith. Well, Ronnie, looked like you had it for a while. If we hadn't had any cautions, you might have had it all the way.
Yeah, I got forced out of my groove there, and I didn't expect it to be so greasy up top. It's very, very slippery up there up top today. So I lost my ground, and it took quite a bit to bring myself back. In a little bit long time, I think it would have been a little different.
Well, it was a good run. Nice way to finish 7 wins on the season anyway, so a good day for it. Ronnie, let's get down here and draw a 50-50 raffle ticket. Okay, before we go too far, we got 2 pictures.
For today's 35-lap feature, Tom Fern and Dan Grasso bring the field around. 4 cars qualify. There's the green flag. Fern and Grasso take off. It's Fern out front. Grasso will run second. Patno third. Fourth spot now, Colson gets into the final qualifying position, dives in to contend for a higher spot. Grasso now getting a challenge for second as he got a little bit off the groove. Patno was able to move in. Colson moving right in. They'll go by and take second and third. Grasso now will hope to hold on to fourth for the final qualifying position. Fern way out front with the 17. One spot out of qualifying now is the 111 of Mike Crossley. He's 5th and trying to reel in Grasso. Grasso the 75 running a little bit higher line. Crossley coming off turn 4. Continuing to close. Halfway mark this time by for Fern. Patnode, Colson, Grasso. Crossley looking to move in. Alger and Blackmore back battling for 6th. And here comes Crossley making the move to the low side of Grasso. They get together as Crossley cuts across the front end, and he's got 4th. With 2 laps to go this time by. Patno, an easy second. Colson laying back in third. Crossley trying to hold on to 4th with Grasso right there still with the 75. Then it's Blackmore and Alger. 1 lap to go for Fern. A white flag in the air. Brings car 17 off the turn to the line with the win in the consolation event over Patno, Colson, and Crossley. Alger spinning off turn. This was first feature win on a Sunday afternoon. You can do it again. Here we go. Have a game number 1. Sets the pace. Into turn 3, the back picks up. They get on the gas. Kenny Iserman waves the green flag, and they're off. Into turn 1, and it's Paterni getting the initial lead. Griswold in second. Carey dives in with the 3. He's got third over Johnston. Here comes Dan Fitzgerald, the 41, up the outside of Johnston. Johnston a little bit off at the start, but now starts to pick up with the 2. Griswold and Carey going at it for the second spot. Griswold will edge him out for the moment. That battle for 4th continues. Fitzgerald getting it out of shape and almost around, but holds on with the 41. Johnston gets crossed up in that one. Everett Bingham goes by, and Pachowski's got the bumper hanging off car number 37. Right behind him, Larry Bouchard. Bouchard dives in, and we've got a good battle for the lead now. Right up front, Paterni trying to hold off Carey and Griswold. Griswold will head up the high side. Carey Down low, Bertoni in the middle. Carey backs out, and Griswold on the outside continues. Now they're three wide once again to the line. Contact between Bertoni and Griswold. Carey gets by with the 3. Here comes Bingham in car number 24. Everett Bingham gets down to the low side on Bertoni. He's got the second position. Griswold still up high, trying to move up. Black flag for the 37, Pachalski. Griswold finally gets by Bertoni, but this time he's third. And your leader is Frank Carey Sr., car number 3. Here comes Bingham in the 24. Griswold in the 46, now third. Bertoni fourth in the 13. Fifth spot, the 41 of Fitzgerald, and it's the 7X of Zielinski, and the 18 of Tom Cashman Jr. Carey now pulling away with Bingham. Bingham gets to the low side. They'll battle down into turn 3, and Carey will hold him off. Griswold in the 46 still third. Bertoni and Fitzgerald having a good battle for fourth. Fitzgerald looking to move up with the 41. Little contact is made. Zielinski and Cashman are side by side behind them. Zielinski looking to move up with the 7X. We've got a car on the wall. It's the 60X of Sean Bodreau. He's out of harm's way now for the most part, way up high in the turn 1. On the backstretch, Fitzgerald gets out of shape. Cashman looking to move up. Good battle for the lead continues. Bingham challenging Carey. Black flag still for the 37. The bumper almost gets taken off by Al Fitzgerald as he runs right up behind. Good battle now for the lead. As Bingham gets to the high side, we've got a spin. It's Bertoni in the 13 going around, and just missing it, Al Fitzgerald in the 25. Bertoni has stalled the 13 in turn 4, and Kenny Isimone waves the caution. Off of turn 4, it'll be Carey for the lead. Steve Drew at the same time spins on the backstretch after the caution comes out, so he should be okay.
On the backstretch, 2 by 2. Midfield is strictly still. 11 laps complete, 14 to go. Carey picks up. There's the green, and Griswold is down low on Bingham right off the bat. And he's got position number 2. Good move by Griswold. On the ball at the start. And he's back in the runner-up spot. But Bingham dives back to the low side with the 24. Everett Bingham. Down low. Retakes the second spot from Griswold. Carey in the 3. We've got trouble off of turn 4. Diamond, Bertoni get together. Alberti gets passed up. Here comes Bingham down low, and a problem on the Cashman 18. It's starting to really smoke. As he runs the tires through, right off the power, running in third now. Here comes Bingham to the outside of Carey. They make contact in turn 4. Here comes Cashman. Look out, the 18 is right where to contain. Tire smoke and all, he's really moving in. Now Bingham gets room to the low side. Can he make the move going in this time? Carey has no choice but to let up. And Bingham is now in the lead. On number 24. Cashman dirt tracks it in the 18. Bingham now starts to pull away. Carey second, Cashman third. Al Fitzgerald having a great run. He's moved up to fourth in the 25. The 46 of Griswold back to fifth, and then Zielinski. Fitzgerald down low in the 25. We've got big trouble here on the front stretch. Dan Fitzgerald, Bill Johnston, several other cars. On unable to stop. There's water all over the racetrack off turn 4. Fitzgerald Johnston also getting involved. Rosie Hall, the 14, the 9, Jim Thompson, the 2-3 Diamond. A couple of other cars making contact. It's complete, 7 to go. Here they come into turn 3. Bingham gets on the gas. Cashman right in there. He's a contender with the 18, and there's the green. Cashman comes in. He has second by a bumper. Carey comes back though on the backstretch. Blasting back into the runner-up spot. Cashman running low with the 18, trying again. Griswold down low on Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald with contact with the wall, but running on the rails on the outside, heading up into that third spot with the 25. Now they look to move around Carey. And a big crash on the backstretch for Marty Alberti, the 60. Going into the wall, Diamond coming in. Rosario gets by, yellow flag coming back out. As well, and Fitzgerald, they're looking to move in. Green is out. Off the turn they come. Bingham picking up where he left off. Cashman with no chance on Carey this time, but Fitzgerald has a chance with anything with that 25. That car is flying. And even on the outside, he's running really well. He's looking to grab second from Carey, but for now he's holding third. And a spin in turn 2. This time it's once again Alberti. He'll look to get refired, and he does. Now Fitzgerald low on Carey, and he grabs second. This could be quite a battle for the lead. Fitzgerald looking to catch Bingham. 3 laps to go, 22 down. And here comes Fitzgerald. Moving right in now on the back bumper of Everett Bingham. 2 laps to go this time. Fitzgerald coming right in. Has the power going into the turns. Bingham gets a little more off the turns. Right flag this time with 1 lap left. For Bingham to hold off Al Fitzgerald. Can he do it? Fitzgerald running hard in the turn 1. Has to lift quite a bit. And just can't get the bite this time. So Bingham gets away. And now the checkered flag is in the air. Your winner is Everett Bingham. Second place, Al Fitzgerald. Great run. Carey is third. Cashman is fourth. And Griswold is fifth.
Everett, this car really hooked up, especially after halfway point.
Yeah, it worked pretty good today. We appreciate the chance to come back and run where we're competitive.
Did you have any sponsors or anybody that helped you get here, especially for today?
Yes, Custom Wood Products helped us an awfully lot this year through a real rough season, and without him, we wouldn't have got halfway through the season.
All right, congratulations, Everett Bingham, your winner in the 25-lap strictly stock feature. And over here to your second place finisher. Great run once again for Frank Carey Sr. I'll tell you, Frank, second half of the season, this car really came on.
Yeah, we did a few changes and got it hooked up pretty good. And I want to thank Don Chevrolet and Patterson Farms. And pretty good year, I guess.
Exactly. There's your second place finisher, Frank Carey Sr., car number 3.
Pickups are putting right to back up. Now you make the race car looking for all that weight right over the front wheels. That's going to be a little tricky getting them set up. Using trucks for demo builders and four-wheel drive building and been racing for years, but now they've been in the overtrack world. These guys run running in the Riverside Park on the Sunday afternoon shows. They're looking for the green, and here they come. goes down in front, getting chased by the 58 Lookout, traveling turn 4. As the 77 comes around, getting collected by the 43. They get back on it. 85 sets it up and drops it down low. 58 right on his bumper. That's what you do with the old pickups when you can't get them to haul the freight any longer. Put them on the racetrack and let them go. 77 having his problems. 85 and 58 sitting up on top now with the run running third. Fourth is the 43 of Campbell. Fifth is the 99. Maybe noticing that. Well-built road gauges just in case they have problems. Helps with the stability of the truck so those chassis don't twist too much. 99 looks like he's developing some problems. He's backing out of the base very quickly now. 85 looks to have it all wrapped up.
And the 99 not only has troubles, he's blown it wide open. And here comes Brian Whitacap. Brian Whitacap, the driver of the 85. He's the man on top with Dennis Thorburn running second. Whitcap. Brian Whitcap hanging in there, trying to get the victory out of this one. It doesn't look like Spurvert is going to make much of a move on him. But I can imagine a 22-car field of trucks, or 22-vehicle field of trucks would look pretty good. Dan Bowen in the 1. Looks like he may have third here if he can hang on. But Campbell in the 43 is coming on. White flag now for the 85. It takes it into the corner a little hard and gets that front end popping around on him. Here they come for their final lap off the back of the field. And your winner coming down, Brian Whitcamp. Brian Whitcamp picks up the victory over Dennis Spurvert. Everybody else is pretty much out of the picture. The 1. And the 1, 43, and 4 round out the top of the field in the 10-lap truck event. Boniface, there's the lead. Lead jumps to the front of the pack. Horses with him, starts right there. Here comes Boniface and Goodenough. Up front, Bill Bree takes the lead. Jay Stewart works underneath Hersey. There he goes, he's got it. Boniface sees a hole, but Hersey recovers and plugs it up. Bill Bree for 35, can he hang in there? Jay Stewart goes second. We've got a spinner, Dave Knight, over in turn 4. He's going to wait for the caution to get himself saved, and he does. And Jay Stewart, bring him down. Here's the green. Bree on it quickly, pulls away. Bree, Stewart looks to the high side. Hersey holds third, Boniface and Goodenough. Bachelor's up to 7th. Then comes Marquis. Brad Bennett way up on the outside as they go around Gary Knight. Up front, the field starts to spread out. Bill Bree holding off Stewart as they haul off the corner. Hersey having a little handling problem. Boniface trying to find a way underneath him. Marquis rips up behind Boniface. Here comes Bachelor inside. Goodenough for 5th. Caruso, the only front runner, having trouble getting up through the field. Right now, the man on the move is Mike Batchelor as he puts pressure on Jim Boniface. On the outside now, Caruso looks around Gary Knight. Gets to the high side of Knight, trying to move up through. Bill Bree. Well, Jay starts to pull away from the field. Roger Raven now moving out of the pack, trying to close in with the top 10 cars. 10th is Bruce Batchelor Jr. Caruso is 11th. 12th is the 37 for Junior Colson. Bill Bree hanging in there, working on his 10th lap in the lead. Jay Stewart goes third and is going backwards. Goes second rather. Third is Hersey. Fourth is Boniface. Fifth Batchelor. Sixth Goodenough. Seventh is Marquis. Caution is out for Gary Knight, who spins off turn 2. On lap 11, Gary Knight brings the 8-car around. And down here, Mike Crossley has spun out of competition down inside turn 3 and 4, but I don't think that was a reason for the caution. I think he happened afterward. Boniface, Mike Batchelor, Rob Goodenough, Marquis, and Bennett. Here they come. This time Stewart sits right outside the 4-3 car. He's not going to let him out of his sights. Boniface hanging tough. He moves into third. Goodenough comes up the outside. Boniface gets moved out of the groove. Everybody's going everywhere. Bennett brings it around and that'll bring out the caution. Bennett refires, no caution. Problem, Bruce Batchelor Jr. gets wrecked and he's heading into the pits. Now the caution comes out. Everybody bumping and shuffling. Bruce Batchelor Jr. got his left front torn up big time. They play paper tag. Now here they come. Batchelor comes up out of the back of the pack to gain some ground. Burberry holds out of the lead. Boniface trying to slip inside. Trouble in the corner. Carson gets slipped up into the top of the turn, and he will stop up in turn 4, and the caution will come out again. Or turn 2, rather. Fourth. Bill Bree and Jay Stewart. Bill Bree raced here all year long. Jay Stewart raced here 2 years ago in a late model. His first time in a pro stock. He's challenging for the lead. They get the bumper tag, and here they come. Green is out. Let's see if they can get to the lap. Bree, Stewart, Boniface, Hersey and Goodenough with Batchelor as they head off into the corner. Bill Bree will hang in for another one. And the man on the move is Roger Raymond. Moves into fifth underneath Goodenough. He's going to work over Hersey. Here comes Goodenough into his back bumper. No plate tag in the back in the middle of the pack. Oh, Bill Bree in trouble. He came off the corner. The car's going loose. He's losing the tire. Bill Bree trying to keep it up. Brings the car back, and the lead goes to Stewart. Brings it back. Stewart pulls away. Boniface can't even see him already. Bree back to third. Raymond up to fourth. Hersey's fifth. Goodenough sixth. And Caruso, Marquis, and Batchelor with third in the top 10. Hersey battling for a fourth place with Roger Raymond again. Trouble in the corners in turn 2. Clinton Cram gets caught, rips up the rear fender. Bennett's in the middle of it again. Jim Boniface, Bill Bree, Russ Hersey, and Roger Raymond, Caruso and Goodenough. The guys on the inside usually have a little bit better line off the corner. They're already getting antsy. Stewart, Boniface hanging back. That's not going to be to his benefit. Here they come. Bill Bree slips back in there. He wants that second spot. Stewart off the corner. Bill Bree back into second. The caution is out again. What for? 38 was going to come back out. He didn't make it out, so they don't count the lap. Everything goes back to the way it was. 38 better get his butt out there if he's going to get back into the field, or we won't hold it much longer here. All right, Jay Stewart and Jim Boniface, Bill Bree, and Russ Hersey right there in the front four. They got a chance to do the slicing and dicing. Stewart begins to pick it up. Here they come. Gets a good start. Boniface gets caught behind, and here's Bill Bree. Field thunders off into turn two, down the backstretch. Boniface on Bree's bumper. Well, he's bumping and thumping. Roger Raymond's looking for some racing room underneath. And the man on the move is Caruso, who's come up to fifth now. Down inside goes Clint Cram. He's off the track. No caution. We're coming up on the halfway mark. Here's Stewart. Boniface, Raymond, Caruso, Hersey trying to work the outside. Trouble in turn three as Glenn Boyle brings it around. Actually, he'll probably drive home in the big orange bus with 2 victories. Stewart and Bree, the rest of the field starting to snuggle up tight as they come down the straightaway. Slow restart. Stewart's going to set his own pace. Now he's on his way. Almost got caught by Boniface. Moves up in front of Bree. Bree gives him a shot. Stewart holds on. Boniface comes up the track, and it's going to be a break for Caruso. Jay Stewart hangs on. Bree moves in. Caruso, then Roger Raymond, and Mike Batchelor. Well, everybody picking on Bill Bree now as Caruso sticks his nose down in there. Roger Raymond working up onto the high side. He's got those tires rolled up and starts to turn it loose. Now Caruso's got some problems and they work over him. Boniface taking up all the racetrack he can get. Well, they play games in 4th, 5th, and 6th place. The first 3 cars are pulling away. Now Boniface trying to get wound up. Caruso comes right back with him. Rob Goodenough trying to find out who it is he's going to have to follow through if he's going anywhere. Goodenough gets to the outside of Caruso, but it doesn't work for him. Here's the battle for the lead. Up front. Bree can't hold it. Brings it back. He's still got second, but not for long. Boniface secures fourth, but not very long. Stewart holding on. Raymond in second. Bree is third. Boniface fourth. The battle for fifth. Caruso, Goodenough, then Batchelor, Hersey, Marquis, and Daniels in the top 10. Now Batchelor's got some problems. Caruso comes back, gets into the side of Goodenough, and bounces off him. Now Goodenough, here's Raymond inside Stewart. Roger Raymond puts the board down inside. Roger Raymond will come down and take the lead. On lap 25. Roger Raymond looking for a double this afternoon. Takes it down into 4, sets it up and pulls away. Problems on the racetrack though. On the backstretch, it's Glenn Brio. Gary Knight spins all the way around. Let's hope everybody gets to the inside. On lap 26, Gary Knight brings out the 7th caution of the afternoon. Stewart, Bill Bree, Jim Boniface, then Goodenough and Batchelor, Hersey and Marquis, Daniels and Fern round out the top 10. Once again, everybody plays bumper tag, trying to get anxious to restart. Here. Raymond takes him into the sunset, into the shadows. And here he comes. He sets up the pace. There with him. Here's the green. Bree trying to get that second spot back, and he's here. Bill Bree slides underneath Jay Stewart. Boniface is going to take advantage and do the same thing. It'll be Bree right behind Roger Raymond. Boniface back up to third. Then Goodenough and Stewart, no problems crossing into the dirt bank in turn 3. And in hard, he is buried there. Here comes Roger. He gets an early start. Stewart bobbles on the shift, and Bree is back there again. Raymond takes him down into 2 and out with the lead. Stewart's going to have to give ground to Boniface again, and here comes Goodenough. Burroughs and Patton spin in turn 4. The caution is out for the 9th time. Bachelor, Hersey, Marquis, Daniels, and Caruso, your top 10. Out of the sunlight. It's pretty bright going into that second turn right now, the way the sun's slanting in their eyes. Here comes Roger Raymond. He'll bring him down. Let's see if Bree can stay with him. Off the corner, Raymond, Bree, and Boniface. Bree lost a little bit, sets it up on the banking, comes right back and holds on a second. Look out. Contact. Here comes Goodenough. Here comes Boniface. It'll be Raymond with the lead. Bree, Boniface, Goodenough, and Mike Bachelor. Boniface all over. Look out. Hersey stopped right here in the front chute. Something's come apart, and now the caution comes out. Is that going to be good or bad? Caution, yellow is out. Bree hangs in there. Goodenough's going to run the outside on Boniface. That's a quick line through the corner. They come down into the corner. Boniface, everybody plays bumper tag behind your leaders. Roger Raymond hanging in there as they complete 28, working on 29. Boniface back in, they bang together. He and Goodenough hold on as they slide through the corners. Goodenough up on the outside of Boniface. Baker takes it down to the infield. Trouble on the backstairs. Boniface spins it off the track. Here comes Todd Patton sliding out of the way. He could have made it. The caution's out again. Bachelor gets caught napping. Here comes Marquis down inside. The green is out. The restart lap 30. Goodenough is down inside Bree and on the Raymond bumper. And here they come. Five to go. Bree's right with him. He won't give any ground. Fights right back. Bachelor there. Boniface is there. Bree finally gives way, and Bachelor moves into third. Raymond leading. Bachelor sees a hole underneath Goodenough, and here he comes. Mike Bachelor drives underneath Rob Goodenough as he goes for second. Bill Bree trying to hang in there for fourth place with 2 laps to go now. Raymond right there. Roger Raymond looking for his second win of the afternoon. Looking for the white flag. It's Raymond, Bachelor, Goodenough, Bree, Marquis, Byrne, and Stewart. Byrne into the side of Marquis. Checkered flag is the next one you'll see. And Roger Raymond has a double for the day. Roger Raymond doubles up. Hersey gets tangled up and ripped up, and there he goes. We have had an afternoon. 11 cautions. But it looks like it's paid off. The Enduros are next. Roger Raymond. Let's see what he has to say this time by. Let's welcome him back, second time today. Here he comes, Roger Raymond. All right. I'll tell you something, Raj. I thought for a minute we might take just as long to get this one finished as we did the first one.
Yeah, it was a little rough there to begin with, but boy, they did some adjusting on this car. It was
Excuse us, he'll apologize for interrupting later. What'd they have to do, do you think?
I don't know. I just drive it. They keep adjusting, and boy, it was handling perfect.
It looks like it was running on the rail.
Oh, it was fabulous.
Well, the double, that's got to be a great way to finish up the season. Good run for Roger Raymond.
Thank you very much.
Roger Raymond, your winner. Let's get back to Mike Batchelor, who's not had the best day of anybody. Boy, that first race, it looked like the car was curtains for the day.
Yeah, it was been up pretty good to begin with. The crew did a heck of a job to get it back together for us, so.
Did a good job and a good second place finish for Bruce Batchelor with a whole new front end. Mike Batchelor. How about the sponsors and the guys that worked on the car? Hey, you had another win this weekend, didn't you?
Yeah, we went up to North Woodstock and drove Roger Shepard's car up there. We had a great run up there. We had a good time.
You won it, didn't you?
Yeah, we won it.
That's what counts. Mike with one win on the weekend and a good second. And Rob, boy, I'll tell you, this place has been a little crazy today, but you got that thing up to the front this afternoon.
It has. It's been a long day for us. We were fighting some handling problems. I think the 3.5, 4 weeks, whatever it's been for the layoff, it kind of put us in a hole a little bit. The guys did a great job turning this car around. It ran real excellent, and I got to thank the whole crew. I want to say thanks to Checkered Flag North Racing for today, for sponsorship for today, and we're hopefully going to get something together for next year. I want to say thanks to TE Engine, Bob's Auto, and I got to thank the crew and all the fans that have stood behind us for this year. We've been through a lot this year, and it's been a hell of a year for us, and I just got to say thanks to all the fans and all the supporters that have been behind us.
We know where we'll see you next year. It'll start with Victory Lane and then somewhere else. Good run for Rob Goodenough.